Where the Bowman's gland found? Option A, olfactory epithelium. Option B, cortical nephrons. Option C, juxtamedullary nephron. Option D, anterior pituitary. The correct answer is option A, olfactory epithelium. Olfactory region of nasal passage is lined by neurosensory epithelium known as olfactory epithelium or Cenarian membrane. They secrete chemoreceptive substance which help in sensing smell. Hyaline cartilage is not found in dash. Option A, thyroid cartilage. Option B, corticoid cartilage. Option C, arytenoid cartilage. Option D, cartilage of Santorini. Option D, the correct answer is option D, cartilage of Santorini. Hyaline cartilage is glass-like and found mainly ribs, nose, larynx, and trachea. Cartilage of Santorini is made up of elastin cartilage, while thyroid, cricoid, arytenoid cartilages made up of hyaline cartilage. Gaseous exchange occurs in option A, bronchial tree, option B, respiratory tree, option C, trachea, option D, larynx. The correct answer is option B, respiratory tree. Gaseous exchange occur in respiratory tree, while it is absent in bronchial tree. Respiratory tree, also known as exchange zone, which includes respiratory bronchioles, alveolar duct, atria, alveolar sac, and alveoli. Which of the following is secreted by pneumocytic type 2 cell? Option A, actin. Option B, lecithin. Option C, mucus. Option D, lysine. The correct answer is option B, lecithin. Pneumocytic type 1 help in gaseous exchange, whereas pneumocytic type 2 secreting lecithin, which act as surfactant and prevents collapsing of alveoli by reducing the surface tension. Human lungs are made up of option A, 2 right lobe, 3 left lobes. Option B, 2 right lobes and 3 left lobes. Option C, 3 right lobes, 2 left lobes. Option D, 3 right lobes and 3 left lobes. The correct answer is option C, 3 right lobes, 2 left lobes. Human lungs are made up of 3 right lobes and 2 left lobes. Right lung includes right anterior lobe, middle lobe, and posterior lobe. Left lung is made up of left anterior and left posterior lobe. External nostrils, vestibule, nasal chambers, internal nares, nasopharynx, larynx, trachea. What is that X? Option A, glottis. Option B, alveoli. Option C, atria. Option D, bronchi. The correct answer is option A, glottis. Glottis is a part of respiratory passage and it opens into larynx. Near the glottis is a flap-like structure called epiglottis. At the time of swallowing of food, this flap covers the glottis to prevent the entry of food particles into it. In the trachea, dash C-shaped cartilaginous rings are present. Option A 5 to 10, option B 10 to 15, option C 16 to 20, option D 20 to 25. The correct answer is option C 16 to 20. In the trachea, 16 to 20 C-shaped cartilaginous rings are present which prevents the trachea from collapsing. These rings are C-shaped in order to allow easy passage of food through the esophagus. Diaphragm increases volume of thoracic cavity in dash dorsal ventral axis. Option B, anterior posterior axis. Option C, lateral region. Option D, sideways. The correct answer is option B, anterior posterior axis. Radial muscles are present in diaphragm. By the contraction of these muscles, diaphragm becomes flattened in shape. So volume of thoracic cavity increases in the anterior posterior axis. Alveoli is derived from dash. Option A endoderm, option B ectoderm, option C mesoderm, option D ectomesoderm. The correct answer is option A endoderm. Endoderm is one of the primary germ layer of embryo. It gives rise to epithelium of pharynx, including the eustachian tube, the tonsils, and the thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, and thymus gland, the larynx, trachea, and lungs, GIT, the urinary bladder, the vagina, and the urethra. Alveoli is derived from endoderm of the embryo. In which part of the lung gaseous exchange take place in human? Option A trachea and alveolar duct, option B trachea and bronchi, option C alveolar duct and alveoli, option D alveoli and trachea. The correct answer is option C alveolar duct and alveoli. Whole passage is divided into two parts. One is conducting region and is other respiratory region. Conducting zone do not play any role of exchange of gases, but respiratory zone does. Alveolar duct and alveoli are the passage part of respiratory tree and are involved gaseous exchange.